Damn gravel in my mags. Anyway, this is an interesting one. So this is the Taurus TX22 Compact. Heard about these a while ago, and I kind of held off getting one. I've kind of been burnt on semi-auto 22s. So with the exception of TX22. So for those of you that don't know, I have owned two TX22 full sizes. I have gotten rid of both of them. Not because of anything wrong with the gun, but one I gave to a dear friend of mine that for a birthday present, he wanted a good plinking 22, and I wasn't really using mine at the time, so that was a birthday gift for him. The other one I sold to an elderly widow neighbor of mine. She wanted something that was going to be easy to use and easy to operate with limited hand and grip strength. So that fit the bill nicely. So I've liked the TX22 series for a while because they are affordable, they're lightweight, and they've been dependable. Well, a couple years ago, SIG came out with the P322. I have had nothing but issues with that pistol. And before you ask, no, I haven't sent it back to SIG. That's coming though, because what happens is I get frustrated and I throw it back in the safe and I don't screw with it. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to clean it this way. I'm going to put the oil on it this way. I'm going to try it suppressed. I'm going to try it not suppressed. I'm going to try this ammo. I'm going to try that ammo. And whatever I do, it doesn't work. It might get a round or two. It's got a great trigger, 20 round mag capacity, set up for a suppressor, had a red dot on it. I say had because I pulled the red dot off of it and put it on this TX22 Compact, because this gun actually deserves to have a red dot on it. So what we have here, enough of me bashing the 322, that needs to be a separate video. So everything you know and love about the TX22, easy to load mags. This time, I believe the originals were 15 or 16 round capacity. These are 13. You have we'll just go ahead and, yeah. Gun is clear, by the way. So your grip is compact now. See my pinky with the mag inserted? I can get a full grip on it. It's very, very Glock 19-ish to me. You've got the optics mounting capability, although you don't need to necessarily put a red dot on it for it to be fun. I was shooting at iron sights earlier, and then I pulled this Romeo Zero Elite off the P322. We're just going to call it the semi-auto 22 that shall not be named. You have a section here on your barrel that threads off, and then you can put a 1/2x28 adapter on there to run a suppressor. Haven't done that yet. You can see from the powder burn here at the muzzle, been shooting it a little bit. And I guess to get it to cycle with the weight of an optic, they made some cuts here on the slide. I'm assuming that's what it is. I haven't reached out to anybody at Taurus to see. You have a very lightweight gun with a lightweight slide, good serrations here. You could use these cuts here to manipulate the slide if you need to. But I mean, I can do it with a thumb and forefinger. We'll try it with some ammo in here. So we'll just thumb and forefinger, and we're off. Missed a couple. I haven't sighted this red dot in either. So 13 round capacity. Let's just burn through these real quick. Now, before I go on to this next thing that I want to talk about why I like this so much, we're going to turn the camera and let you get a different angle of me doing that same damn thing again. I'm shooting basically as fast as I feel like I can keep my non-zeroed red dot on the target here. We're probably 15 yards, so not crazy far, but anyway. I don't think I missed any of those. You heard me say that I sold a TX22 to my neighbor for potential defensive use. This is part of why. As we get older, a lot of us are going to run into reduced grip strength, lessened, increased sensitivity to recoil, all those things. So while it's easy now or would be easy now for me, having just turned 35, to pontificate about you should carry a 9 or a 38 or a 45 or a 10 millimeter or whatever. There is no one size fits all solution. So why does this particular model excite me? It's tiny. I have a holster here. I honestly can't tell the gun's on. I hate using the word literally because everybody in my generation overuses it, but I could literally forget that this is here. There's no weight. I've been carrying my FN 509T, not a heavy gun by any means, certainly not a boat anchor. This is much lighter. Now, that plays into the whole mindset of the gun is only good if it's on you, right? For some folks, this might be the ticket because it can be on you. This particular model doesn't have a manual safety. I don't know if they offer one or not. So it's in essence a striker fired, I believe. Yeah, striker fired 13+1 handgun. So unless you talk about it being a 22, if you said that about any other caliber, you'd be pretty excited, right? With a red dot, that's pretty cool. And a spot for a light if you're still carrying a light in 2025. As far as trigger pull, we'll go ahead and talk about that. Gun is clear. All right, so we got some take up. A little creep. Crisp break though. Reset. Yeah, not bad. Mags just kind of go. Normally when you start getting into rimfire guns with skinny magazines, it's challenging. If I look at it, it helps. Go figure. That's what she said, right? Anyway, very cool gun. We're going to go up there and talk about some specs in the shade, and I'll tell you my thoughts on it, and I'll also show you what this is replacing in my collection. All right, time for the fun part everybody talks about. MSRP is $393.99, almost 400 bucks. This one was snagged, no friends, family discount, anything like that, for I think $229. So actually, since you last saw this, I put this Nightcore NPL 25 on there. Very cool little light. Since this gun is proving to be very reliable and it can be suppressed, 22 is pretty quiet, I think I'm going to make this my the dogs are barking, something's in the garbage again gun, which means that some raccoons might not have a good time. So a light's good for that. This NPL 25 fits on there. It's compact. This is roughly TLR7 size. Sticks out a little bit. You can adjust where the rail goes. You can adjust the little block that interfaces with the groove in the rail. So that works out good. It is 13 round magazines. You have a drift adjustable serrated rear, white dot front sight. Comes with 2 magazines. If you want to put an optic on there, it fits the K or RMRC, the narrow red dots. This is a Romeo 0 Elite. So you're not going to fit a 507C on there, but you could fit a 507K if you wanted to. And weight is 16.5 ounces unloaded. I told you this thing's light. It has a 1 in 10 twist weight. It's 4.9 inches tall. It's 6.7 inches long and 1.25 inches wide. 6 grooves in the rifling, polymer frame, aluminum slide, and the barrel is steel. So yeah, I had to read all that off my phone because I don't remember all that stuff. But looking at it, your slide release is metal, your mag release is metal, at least the button for the mag release. Looks like the whole thing is one piece. Yeah, rather robustly built, it seems. Like I've said, the TX22 has been one of the most problem-free semi-auto rimfire guns that I've messed with. There's a reason why I just keep coming back to them. This one I don't think I'll be giving away, but Romeo 0 Elite, not my favorite red dot, but I wasn't going to take the Holosun K series off the Platypus, so this is the only other one I had that this is this size. How this compares to the other rimfire that is clear. Well, for starters, we'll look at the magazines first. Here's your 20 round SIG magazine. Here's your 13 round TX22 magazine. Could they fit more rounds in here and keep the similar dimensions? probably, but you know what? This one, the gun that this one goes in doesn't jam every couple rounds, whereas this one, you know, maybe I just need to show you. Now that I've taken the red dot off of it, here's the gun itself. I have no rear sight, just the front sight right now. And this one does have a manual safety. Yeah, you know what? We're just, case in point, we'll just show you. Well, here we go. Watch it actually function now without the weight of the red dot that it came with on there. So we're loaded up. Let's see here. We don't have a sight, so I don't know how accurate this is going to be. No, failed to feed. Failed to feed. That one fed. No, it didn't eject or extract. Failed to eject. Failed to eject. Stovepipe. Failed to eject. Single shot. It's basically a well rod. Another stovepipe. And that's how this has been. It didn't start off that way. It kind of started a little bit better. You might get like 5 or 6 shots before it would do all that, but anyway, here's where we're at, which is a shame because it's an extremely ergonomic gun. So at this point, you know what, we're just kind of making it all one video. I would skip this, my opinion on that, and go with the Taurus. Taurus comes with the same threaded barrel Hootis that you can run your can on. You could probably swap out your front sight for a green fiber optic, and 13 rounds that actually function is better than a 20 round box that you have to manually cycle through. So yeah, anyway, we'll go back to the start of the show. Just for comparison, using the same ammo that was attempting to power that P322 there. Missed a couple, but you know what? The gun functioned every time. Interesting. So what I'm trying to say is we've been told for years that semi-auto rimfires are complicated. They don't work. If they do work, they're expensive, and blah, blah, blah. The Taurus TX22 series tends to blow that all to shit, in my opinion. The guns work. They are lightweight. That looks pretty cool too. Maybe without the light if that's not your preference. A pistol like this could serve in a lot of roles. Not just the defensive for people that can't carry something else or can't conceal something else. A pistol like this would also be good for cheap practice, coming out here and practicing, or for teaching recoil sensitive shooters that are just getting into the sport, or maybe kids, or small game. I've taken several gray squirrels with 22 handguns. No reason this wouldn't fit the bill. So, could it be a defensive gun? I think so. Do I mean for that to be taken as, wow, Nick said this could be a defensive gun, so that means 22 long rifle is just as good as 9mm? It's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that the gun you have with you, even if it's a 22, beats the gun you left at home or can't operate because of XYZ. You know, as much as I love my 327 Fed Mag revolvers, my 9mm, my 45s, if the VA decides that they want to do another arm surgery, maybe a 22 makes sense while I'm healing. The is 22 enough for self-defense debate has been going since long before I was born and will continue long after me and you were dead. So I try not to get too tied up in it. The reality is handguns poke holes, 22 and a handgun, ergo hole puncher. Where you put them matters more than what they are, as long as they can penetrate to adequate depth. Fortunately for us, we live in a time where ammo companies have started coming out with ammo for rimfire pistols like Federal Punch, designed from the ground up to be a defensive cartridge, and rimfire handguns. So there are options if you find yourself needing or wanting one of these for defensive use, or for fun or small game or whatever. The moral of the story, though, and all I really feel qualified to tell you, is that if you are looking for a reliable rimfire pistol in 22 long rifle, I think the TX22 is worth your time. I can't say that about other guns. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be that. If you found this information helpful, please consider giving me a like. If you want to see more stuff like this, please consider subscribing. And I'd like to thank my channel members and Patreon supporters. You guys rock. There are links down in the description if you're interested in doing that. If not, that's cool too. The best non-financial way to support the channel is to like, comment, subscribe, share. It doesn't cost you a dime, just a little bit of your time, and it means the world to me. Anyways, thanks for getting me to 25,000 subscribers. You guys did that. I appreciate it. Stay safe. Try to get to the range. Give the TX22 a look, and I'll see you next time.